back at Porsche Centre Bournemouth, back at the homeland now. We're just doing a few little prep works on the Boxter race car. A couple of things that need to be done before the next race meeting. One of the things first you like to point out is obviously we're going for new front brake pads and this. Brand spanking new, and obviously to show you the state of the old ones. The old ones were in very poor condition. Now they'd only done one race meeting, but you might be able to say they're a bit chewed up to say the least, so they took a lot of heat. But in the meantime we have changed manufacture of brake pads, so we've gone to a Mintex, and they are the F2Rs. Obviously you might be able to tell the difference. That's on the brand new brake pad compared to the old. The old ones were Frodo DS 1.1s, but obviously due to the heat of the vehicle, and we think just because it's lower now, they're not quite getting the air cooling across the ducts. So we're going to look into some brake cooling duct solution and try and keep these new brake pads nice and cool so they work more efficiently. So the next thing we carried out is a front left caliper change to a brand new caliper. We didn't want to risk any other issues with the brake nipple not sitting properly. You can just about see the repercussions on the last brake caliper. You can just see where it's burnt up. This is obviously where the fluid's been leaking out over the race duration, and it's got so hot it has started to burn and scald the caliper. So we're not going to risk it. We've just gone for a straight new front left caliper, as we do not want to have that issue again, because it's quite a dangerous issue, as you might be able to imagine. The brakes going soft and spongy due to losing the fluid. Another thing we're going to go ahead and do is just raise the rear up ever so slightly, so about 5mm extra on the ride height on the rear. This is what the driver has requested, just to counteract a understeering issue that he thinks is happening. So we're just going to try 5mm higher, and obviously adjust all the tracking and geo to that, and also just check the corner weight, see where the vehicle's sitting. We do have to run an extra 15 kilograms for the next race at Brands Hatch, so we do need to put some more lead in our little lead box. I'm going to hand it back to Tom. Just check out Tom. Tom, what are we doing over here then?
We're just changing the rear brakes bin. As you've said, Ben's absolutely cooked them, so he's getting the full set. Just don't tell him that it's me doing the work.
As you can see, Tom's in the car at the moment. Vincent's down at the front left corner carrying a brake fluid change. After the new disc pads have been installed all round, and also a brand new near side front brake caliper. So they're just flushing the system now, getting rid of all of the old fluid that's boiled over from the last race. So fresh fluid going in, ready for Brands Hatch this weekend.
So the last thing that our Scotty has done, he's moved the rain light from, which was in this position, which was incorrect according to the scrutineers, to the centre of the car. And as you might be able to tell, it looks a lot better and a lot more symmetrical. Scott, so now she's up in the air, do you want to give us a walk through?
Yeah, so obviously just checking everything out prior to next race at Brands Hatch. She's up on the ramp, everything's looking pretty good to be fair. Obviously all the works on the brakes are all done now. Just like giving a once over on the engine, you can see we're running the deeper sump. Everything's all looking good, we've got no oil leaks, no issues. The standard exhaust system, standard manifolds, and catalytic converters are all looking okay. You can see obviously we've heat wrapped the cats just to obtain a bit more, obviously the temperatures are a little bit less around the back of the exhaust. But so far everything's all looking good.
Right, the vehicle's just on the geo ramp now, and here we have Jack. Just going to hand you over and tell him, and he's going to talk us through what he's going to.
Right, so as you can see, the Boxter is on the geo ramp. We're doing the corner weighting on the vehicle. If we show you down on the scales here, they are measuring the weight of each corner of the vehicle, and then we can adjust the suspension accordingly. So for the second round at Brands Hatch, we've also got to add weight to the vehicle. So we're adding lead into the balance box, as you can see here. And take a view inside the car, you can see where we're putting it. So we're running an extra 15 kilos of lead for Brands Hatch. So a little bit more of a penalty, but hopefully we can overcome this. So the corner weight is happening now, and after that we're going to do a geometry check and alignment.
Corner weight, isn't she?
That's it. Catch the drop links.
Guys have just finished doing a geometry on the car. Specifications all looking absolutely fantastic. So as you can see, got a lovely nice balanced setup now for the front and the back of the car. Should be perfect, ready for Brands Hatch. Vinny, how are you getting on under here?
Just nipping up the drop limits again. These were removed for just checking the corner weighting, so they don't affect any of the values. But
Perfect. And how's the corner weighting looking?
absolutely perfect. We have increased the rake a bit at the back, which we were thinking was going to affect it, but to be honest, it's been fine.
Good stuff. Ready for Brands then?
Yep, absolutely.
So the corner weight and gear wheel complete. Next step is to add some more cooling to the brakes. At Donington, we managed to cook a whole set of brakes. Not ideal really, can be quite expensive. So as you can see here, we've got GT3 RS cooling ducts. Already got the lower arm cooling ducts on, as you can see. And we modified the wheel arches to allow extra cooling to come in.
So we've gone ahead and added a couple more ventilation holes that hopefully direct some air in through the ducting, also behind there. You just look up here, I'm just going to shine a light. You should be able to now see the GT3 ventilation